Hi guys, and welcome back to Laura's Budget. I'm going to be unstuffing what's left in my Saffiano, like any of my weekly money, and then restuffing for week 2 of September. So let's have a look what we've got. So nothing left in groceries, nothing left in eating out. My spending has £5 left. And for the fun money for the week has £20 left, which meant we only spent £10 of that, which was great. So we can do something with that. Let's see what we've got left change-wise. I don't think there's tons. Let's have a look though. Put that back. So we have £1. I'll tell you what, I'll put the pound aside because I can use that for a challenge. What else have we got? Right, so we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 30, 40, 45, 46. So £1.46, which, no, not that one. Still getting the hang of all these new binders, guys. I'll get there one day. Although actually, I've made a bit of an impulsive decision that I'm going to have to admit to you guys and show you. Right, £1.47 going into small change, which is very full. I need to get Ezra to put that into his money pot. So let's get the calculator. So 147. Let's get a pen. And we're going to do 33 and 32. So minus 33, minus 32, minus 31, minus 30, and then 21. Yep, we can do 21, perfect. Okay, I feel like we haven't actually got that long left to go on here. It's looking pretty good. Obviously this only saves up to £20, unlike a lot of the other penny challenges that do up to, I think it's £50.50, but I just thought that's going to release that money a lot quicker, and when this is complete we'll put it towards Ezra's spending money challenge, which is the sweet pea challenge, so we can tick off another one of those potted peas. But yeah, for now, change is going in there, and I'll get Ezra to empty that into his little change pot because that's his job. So that was small change done, which means we have 10, 25 left to put somewhere. So I think, what should we do? I tell you what, I might grab my little book of studio budgets and just put a little something into Riskless 6, because we started this with last week in my first ever game day video. Go and check that out if you've not seen it yet. But yeah, I just think if I can put a little bit of money into here, that would be great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark off, let's do a 3, a 4 and a 3. So that only leaves £4 to complete that row now. So that's £10. So 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 3 is 10. So £10 going into my little book of studio budgets challenge. Let's pop that in. So that currently has, it's got £2, yeah, £2 coins in there. So it's got 10, 15, 20, £22 so far. So that leaves us with £15, and like I said, my focus for this month is going to be getting more of Block Drop done, because I feel like it's been a bit of a, I don't know, it's been a bit neglected basically, and I want to get a little bit closer to finishing it. I originally thought I wouldn't be able to finish this before the end of the year, but I'm now thinking I want to focus on getting this done now. So let's just see what we can do. Block drop. We need a 6-sided die. Let's grab, these are all from Studio Budget. They came with the Little Book of Studio Budget. So let's give that a roll. Right, we've got a 6, and a 6 is a straight line. So let's work out where we can go. We need our pink, don't we? So I want to kind of get this gap filled in. So what's that? 2, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that. Okay, so that's our 6. Then do I play something else, or do I just put another one into here? I'm going to see. I've got £10 left, so a 2. What's a 2? A 2 is one of the little squares, so let's have a look, shall we? Where could we go? We could go here. What's that? 5, 8, 10, 12. Okay, we can't do that because we've only got 10 left. What about on top of here? 4, 5, 6, 7. Could do that, and then we'd have £3 left to play with somewhere else. Should we do that? Let's do that. There we go. So that's going total into block drop today. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, I'm trying to think, so what have I got in here? I've only got £2, but that works perfectly, doesn't it? So if I take the £2 out, put the £15 in, that is £13 total going into block drop today. So if I put that in, I'll tell you what, we'll give this a quick count as well. So in block drop at the moment we have £50 in the bank, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105. So, is that right? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, yeah, 105, okay. Don't know why I thought that should be more. Is this dry? Yeah, right, stick that back in. We'll pop that away. So then we've got £3 left from last week's money to stick in somewhere else. Let's work out what we'll do with that. Tell you what, if I bring back the Little Book of Studio, I don't know why I'm putting that away. If I bring back the Little Book of Studio Budgets, we do have a £3 left on there. So I think let's just get that ticked off, and then it's only £1 to finish this row, and we can roll again. So let's tick that off. So it's another £3 going into Risk the 6 as part of our Little Book of Studio Budgets. £3 in there. Cool. Okay. So that was a nice quick little round up for our money this week. Right, what have we got to cash stuff this week? We have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 215. So I'll just be stuffing my normal weekly amounts this week, but then I've also got a little chunk to put into Christmas as well. And when I finish doing this cash stuffing, I'm going to show you what I have done that was so impulsive, and I don't know, probably some of you will be like, oh my god, that's such a stupid decision, but it looks great, so you know, I'm happy with it. It's just a bit of a confession, that's all. So what do I need? I need my Saffiano back. Let's get this ready. Still ongoing chatting with Filofax at the moment to see what we can do about potentially getting this replaced or refunded, or I don't know. I'm just not happy with it, guys. Right, groceries. We need £90. Let's get 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, and actually with that we are going to do a roll on split splat splot, but before I do that I also need to do a roll on my personal spending, so I'm just going to get that ready as well. So 10, 20, 30, 40. So let's put those to a side. Let's grab this binder back out. So with my grocery money I'm going to be doing a roll into split splat splot, just to try and bulk up our bulk spending sinking fund, so that we can put that towards things like kitchen roll, toilet roll, washing powder, fabric conditioner, all those kinds of things that we like to buy in bulk. £90 is quite generous for us for a week, so we can afford to be putting either £5 or £10 of that into here each week. So let's find the pink pen. Oh, throwing Sharpies around. And what do we need? We need a dice again. Let's grab that back out. Let's pop that out for a minute. So let's see what we get. That was 5. So a 5 is roll a 5 or 6, block £5 into this challenge. Okay, so that means we're only sacrificing £5 out of our grocery budget this week, which is great because I do need to stock up on a few things. So let's just tick that off. And we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So potentially 5 weeks and we will have finished split splat splot. I'm excited to see how much that saves, because obviously it's either £10 or £5 a time. Let's pop the £5 in here and we'll just give it a quick count. So we've got 20, 30, 40, 55. Lovely. That can go back in there. And then grab this back out again. This can go back in. Oh, I'm wrecking the joint. And then it will be Little Book of Studio budget and the just going to pop the grocery money to the side quickly and bring in my spending money. So for my spending money I've decided to be doing the rock paper scissors. So I've changed the denominations to either 5, 10 or 15, and I'll take that out of my spending money to pop into here. And although for the rest of the Little Book of Studio budget I will just be combining everything until I get to the end and there's a big total, this I will take out, and whatever the total of this is will be going into my personal spending money sinking fund, just to give that a little bit of a boost. So yeah, let's grab our dice and have a little roll. I'm hoping this is not going to be a 15 because we're going on holiday this week, so I need to go and get just a couple of last minute bits. So ideally this will be a 5, but let's see. Oh, okay, I'm happy with that. I feel like that was a decent enough roll. Wasn't the best roll I've ever done, but it definitely wasn't a cheap roll. So yeah, just double checking I've not confused myself there. Yeah, that's a rock. Rock is 5. So another £5 into this week, which is great. I won't be doing this with my spending money for next week, and I'll talk about this later on, but basically we're changing things up obviously for the week that we're on holiday, but that's fine. This will just be a bit of a slow little burner as we work through the book and get everything ticked off. So I didn't take the £5 out of there, did I? No. Right, I'm so confused. What am I doing? Right, Little Book of Studio budget. £5 going into here from my spending money. Perfect. Right, let's get these put away and back to what I was doing. So groceries for this week is getting 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85. £85, which is great. We won't even need like a full week's worth of stuff out of this because we are going away toward the end of the week. So yeah, we should have a little bit left in that, which will be great. Eating out, I was going to skip for a minute while I just put my spending money away. So spending money is getting 10, 20, 30, 5, and that should be plenty for the few last minute bits I need to get before we go away. Don't think I've got any social plans coming up apart from a night with my friends tonight, but that's like a night in and I've got the bits I'm going to be taking for that anyway. Miscellaneous, I am going to pop our £20 fun money straight into here today. Let's pop that in and then back to eating out. Eating out gets 40, so let's find 10, 20, 30, 40. I'm going to stick that in. Okay, right. That is the Sophie stuffed for the week, for week 2 of September. So just quickly before I move on to the Christmas money, I just wanted to talk through the few things that I just mentioned. So for next week, for our holiday, I was going to potentially look at doing a separate video for this to explain how we're doing our holiday spending, but I just thought actually I can just chuck it in here. It's not that complicated or special. So we have our Starling pot that has our money savings in it, that currently has £500 in it. I will be withdrawing that this week to change into euros. So that will form like the bulk of our spending money. We then have another little pot that my husband had set aside that will go towards that. Plus we will be taking the money that we would normally stuff for like week 3 of September. So that's our groceries money, our eating out money, both mine and my husband's spending money, and the fun money. And then that will be added to that pot. All in total gets us to about £900, which that will be our spending money for our holiday. So that's going to include everything from like taxis when we're there, days out, meals out, snacks, toys for my son, like anything. We actually have €26 in like change left over from previous holidays. That is going to be Ezra's spending money for while we're away, so if he spots anything like in the shops that he likes. But yeah, I think that's going to be plenty, and I'm hoping we might come back with some change. But like I mentioned in a previous video, we're self-catered, so obviously all of our meals will need to come out of that. Some of our meals, I would imagine most of our breakfasts and lunches will be just stuff that we like prepare out of the supermarket and stuff, because we have a little kitchen in our apartment. But yeah, we do have one really nice meal out booked for when we're there in a little Michelin star restaurant that is very close to where we're staying. So yeah, I'd rather have more there that we don't end up using and then we can change back up and have some spare cash when we come home than get out there and think like we haven't really got enough. So yeah, I just thought I'd explain how I'm going to do that. Also, my confession. So my confession that I was teasing earlier. Something that some of you may find silly. So just recently I set up my new sinking fund binders, and I think it's literally like not last video but the video before. I did my first ever sinking fund cash stuffing, so putting money in that we had dedicated for the month into these binders. So I'd just done new envelopes, I'd used my Cricut, I'd printed out all the vinyl labels, everything, done all those up nice. I then got obsessed with the idea of having vellum envelopes. So I taught myself how to make them, and I've now upgraded every single envelope in both of my sinking fund folders into these lovely little envelopes. So yeah, a bit of a, oh yeah, I forgot I still need to print out, I've lost the U and the T for days out. That's all right, I can fix that, it's fine. Yeah, I fancied the challenge of learning a new skill because, you know, I'm that type of crafty person that if you get it, you get it. Like, once you kind of get your mind around something, you're like, oh, why not just buy everything to be able to do this myself? So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way these turned out. They're not as like thick and great quality as the ones I've got from We Got This Studio. These are just so thick and gorgeous. Mine are never going to match that. But just for something that I whipped up on my own at home, I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, it was a lot of work, but also really fun. I really enjoyed the whole process. It's quite like therapeutic to do something repetitive like this, for me anyway. So yeah, I'm really happy with them. I think they look great, and it solves the issue that I was having of my binders being too full. Not having the zips, not having like the zippered wallets in here really cuts down on the bulk. So I think it was a wise decision, because it actually now saves me from having to get another binder to split out this one, because this one was really chunky, and I was debating splitting this into annuals and sinking funds, or like annuals and long-term sinking funds. So now I don't have to do that, so I'm happy. But yeah, a bit of an impulsive decision. Let me know in the comments what you think about that decision, what you think about the result. But yeah, I think they look pretty good. So, Christmas. We really need to work on this. Obviously we just emptied, oh, I didn't clean off the tracker, did I? Of course I didn't. We just emptied this not long ago and got our first £500 out of here, which I'm just thinking, actually, do I have? Yeah, so I need a... Just trying to think if I've got any. No, I haven't got any £500 placeholders, so I need to make another £500 placeholder, and I'll pop that in here just to say that we have already saved £500. But yeah, we need to fill this again twice before Christmas, which feels like a bit of a mammoth task at the moment. But £500 of that, so one full binder's worth of £500, will be coming out of my husband's bonus that gets paid at the end of this month. So that will be ticked off and done. So really, we're only filling this once more before sort of end of November time. I think it's doable, but we'll see. So for today, let me just grab my green pen. We have £25 to put into here, so 10.25. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll do the first two envelopes on here. So that's a £10 and a £15. And before my next video, I will come back and clean all this off and reset it properly. I didn't really think about it, to be honest. So number one is going to get the £10. And number two is going to get the 15. So yeah, I'm really pleased to be able to start working on this again, and we'll just see how far we get and whether or not we need to bulk this up with completed challenges and stuff like that. We'll see. I'm not going to worry too much about it, because the money that we've got at the moment and the money that we'll be getting towards the end of the month, so that another £500 takes us to £1,000 total, which means I've got plenty to be starting buying stuff. I've already started buying some Christmas gifts and stuff to put away and start wrapping. I really love to get everything wrapped up and done by the end of November, so that the whole of December I can just enjoy all the Christmassy lead up. My son's birthday is in the first couple of weeks of December as well, so it just frees us up to be able to concentrate on that and not have to worry about sorting Christmas. I am not somebody who likes leaving things at the last minute. I like it all done and ready, so I don't have to stress. And again, like, another reason for that, I'm working a lot more over the next couple of months, so just want to take as much pressure off myself as I can, and having everything prepared will do that. So I think that was everything I wanted to mention. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a bit all over the place, or it felt like it was to me. I will be back very soon with my second ever Games Day video. I really enjoyed doing that last one, and it seems like you guys enjoyed watching it too, so I'm really chuffed with that. Yeah, I'll see you very soon. Bye.